much gory detail, but I think we all just need to realise what an animal goes through. We use that word so much, starvation, emaciation, but do we really know what it means? We've seen all the pictures, we've watched the videos, we've read the news, and we've all been touched and torn apart by the cruelty we've witnessed. And one of the most heinous types of abuse that can be inflicted on a defenceless animal is to wantonly and willfully deprive them of their most basic needs, to deprive them of the same things that all of us need to survive, to deprive them of food and of water. And as has been said before, let's get one thing straight, starvation does not happen overnight. It doesn't even happen in a week. It takes time and a thick commitment. It's protracted and it's painful, and it causes immense psychological and physical suffering. The stages of starvation don't vary between species. The process is exactly the same. To starve a human being, it's exactly the same thing as to starve a cow. To starve a dog is the same as starving a sheep. In the early stages of starvation, extreme hunger leads some animals to scavenge and eat almost anything in a desperate attempt to get rid of that pain of hunger. They will eat stones, cardboard, plastic, wood. All these kind of things can lead to blockages, intestinal tears, hemorrhaging, diarrhea. And let's assume this animal still has water. So as the lack of food to fuel the body continues, his condition deteriorates. After he uses up his limited stores of energy from the liver, he starts to consume his own fat. This leads to the characteristic picture we're all too familiar with: bones poking out, spine on show, eyes sunken in. As time progresses and all the stores of fat have been used, the body then starts to break down its own muscles in a desperate attempt to fuel vital functions within the body and to survive. As muscle mass is lost, the animal gets physically weaker. He's losing his fight. Standing, walking, even lifting his head becomes difficult, painful, and slow. And it's at this stage that even drinking becomes impossible, even in the presence of water. He can't open his mouth anymore. He can't swallow. So he becomes dehydrated. Resignation ensues. Depression, hallucinations, vision and hearing disturbances. The blood becomes a sludge that can't flow. Oxygen doesn't get where it needs to go, and he slowly asphyxiates. And as his heart muscle is gradually weakened, finally that poor emaciated shell of a body can no longer fight, and he dies. It's horrific, isn't it? Anyone would inflict that kind of suffering on an animal. But they have, and they do, and they get away with it. How is it the perpetrators of these abhorrent, premeditated, sick, wanton acts of cruelty are allowed to walk free but with nothing but a tap on their wrists? How do they ever get the right to own or look after an animal again as long as they live? But they can.